Broccoli, podcast for healthy mind.
And we gave up so many things. We bought many, but then once we tried to put in all the things in the backpack, we figured out we can't bring everything. But like this way of thinking is really different from we do as a Japanese. Japanese prepared everything beforehand, avoid the risks, avoid any errors.
When I was in Japan, I worked a lot, and then the work is more important than their lives. It's kind of stereotypes of Japanese working culture.
Once we met local people in a different country, people are just people. They don't have much stereotype that I used to imagine.
After quitting my job and going to traveling around the world, I met so many people who are working more freely. They could value on their lives more than working.
Hey, konbanwa.
Konbanwa.
So yeah, dear listener, this episode we have two friends that I met through Couchsurfing in Estonia. They are both Yuki Matsu and Yuki An. So I will call An and Yuki just to make it different. Yeah, in this episode, we will share about their experience, especially about traveling around the world, doing Couchsurfing, and also living abroad for the past 1 year as a Japanese. Yuki and An, how are you?
Good.
Really good.
How are you?
Yeah,
it's
been
a
long,
while
yeah.
since we met last year. No, the last time, right?
Last time it's in October, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
October, November.
Oh
In autumn.
my god. Time flies.
It's been so long time.
Yeah. And yeah, talking about so you are in Turkey now when we record this, yeah?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
We're in Istanbul now, and then we're gonna stay here for like 4 nights or something.
4 nights. Okay.
Yes.
And what next, if I may know?
Dubai. We
Dubai.
already
Okay.
have booked the flight. Yes.
Yeah, and it's gonna be the last country before we go back to Japan.
Yes.
And we will meet in Japan for sure, yeah?
Exactly.
Yes.
Yay.
I will go there during the Golden Week. Yeah, like for 2 weeks.
Yes, in April 27th, right?
Yeah, from 27 until 12th of May.
Oh, perfect timing.
Oh, cool. I'm so excited to see you again in Japan.
Yeah, I was so excited to see Japan again after 5 years. And yeah, talking about traveling around the world, you inspired me to do this kind of trip. Next month, I will do something like this, but only for 3 months.
Yes.
Yeah, I will exploring UK and other European countries. And
really?
yeah, next month, from April until June. But I will spend 2 weeks during that 3 months in Japan.
Oh, I see. So it's a little bit back and forth. You need to come back to EU.
Yeah, I need to come back because I keep my job. I do working remotely while I'm being away for 3 months.
Oh, you work remotely from other countries?
That's kind of our actual ideal situation. Like while working, we travel, but then, we couldn't do that, so that's why we're doing budget travelers now.
Yeah.
So
yeah, not everyone. Yeah. So back to your story about traveling around the world. How did it start? Like
actually we did start talking about this around our graduation from the university, and it was just like a dream. Oh, maybe someday we want to go travel around the world, or we want to just travel as many countries as possible. But then me and Yuki, we are only two people who totally agree with okay, I want to go to, or something like this. So it was around 2020.
Yeah, 2020.
Around our graduation time.
Yes.
But then we already had a job. So
yeah, and we didn't have money because we were students.
Mm-hmm.
So we thought, oh, maybe we should work first and then save money and then go.
Mm. And
That's
oh,
how we started to plan our
Mhm.
traveling.
Okay. I forgot to ask, like, both of you are a long-time friend, yeah? You were friend from
Yes, from
since
high school.
since high
10
school, yeah.
years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. We share lots of things like in, of course, high school and the club activities, and also same university in the same major, and then we also did the same part-time job. So
Mm-hmm. Wait, if I remember correctly, both of you from Osaka?
No, no, no. I'm from Tokushima, which is
Fukushima.
near Osaka. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
and then
yes.
we met in Osaka when we were
Uh-huh.
in high school.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I
Tokushima.
lived in dormitory when I
Mm-hmm.
was in high school. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how we met. Yes.
Okay. So the
Mm-mm.
dream start from 2020 when you finished the
Yes.
school, the graduation.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes.
Okay. And uh, how is the plan? Like to travel around the world, I believe like it requires some budgeting, some yeah,
Yes.
So true.
saving. Yeah. How is your plan for the past? Like you start from 2023, so it's around 3 years of
3
preparation.
years.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. How yeah, how is the how do
We
you
walked for 3 years.
mm,
Yes. And then we try to save money by, cooking ourselves or staying at home without traveling because it was COVID time. So we didn't have much opportunity to go out of our houses.
Like spend so much
Yeah.
money on
Yeah.
that. So
That's one of the reasons why we could save our money.
and
mm,
I think our budget is around all inclusive around $17,000.
17
So
for 1 year?
yeah, 1 year.
Wow, wait, 17,000. Yeah.
In-
It's quite
Including like all the vaccination before leaving Japan, or all the preparation stuff,
mhm.
buying our backpacks or anything, everything.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
17,000. And uh outside of the budget, how about the itinerary? Like how do you make the plan of visiting this
Ah,
country? Mm.
First of all, I think we made the list. We put
Mm-hmm.
the pin on the map. Okay, I want to go this country and I want to do this. And then, she wants to go to this place and that place. And then we made the list. And then we made the one line. How do we go? How do we move? That's the really beginning of how we made the plan.
Mm-hmm. How is the selection process? Like you just looking at the map randomly or how?
Yeah,
Like,
just looking at the map, and actually, I collected many information from YouTube.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, because on the YouTube, some Japanese people are traveling around the world,
Okay.
and I saw the video, and I thought like, oh, this country, maybe I should go here, or something like
Mm.
that. Yeah.
For me, mostly I got information from the Instagram.
Mm.
I saw so many like really nice photos and a nice group of people, and I was like, oh wait, I need to go here. I want to do
Okay.
this activity in this country or something like this. That's how we made the list in the beginning.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have the same way as well. Like when planning to go to the new place, I use YouTube.
Mm-mm.
Uh,
Mm-mm.
sometimes also Facebook group. There's a Facebook group
Uh,
like for
oh yeah.
international traveler. So I just search in this Facebook group what people say about this country, this
And then look at the
city.
Mm.
reviews, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's really same as like we usually make a plan when we go travel.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it's just one country or several countries, but then for the world traveling, it's gonna be like huge, like
Yeah,
20 or 30 countries, so many researches. That's the difference.
that's true.
Yeah.
And how about the packing? packing tips because I remember you bring like just one
Yeah,
backpack,
just one backpack.
very very
Which is
compact.
40 liters, almost 40 liters. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh my
Wow.
god, before leaving Japan, we gave up so many things. So many things. Like
Yeah.
we bought many, but then once we tried to put in all the things in the backpack, we figured out like oh, we can't bring everything.
Mm,
So we need to, how does it like select again,
mhm,
and we just kept really really basic products
mhm.
that we really really need in a daily life.
Yeah, only 3 clothing for summer, 3 clothing for winter, or
Yeah.
3 underwear or something like that.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
But the good things was like
mm,
since we have really small, backpack,
mhm,
and we didn't have so much stuff, so we could buy the new clothes in the different countries and then trade it like that.
mhm.
So that was really good experience. If you have everything beforehand, you don't need to buy, extra things in another country. It's something, just boring. So
Mhm.
I also how to say, wanted to buy new things, and I want to do the shopping.
Yep.
So that was the good experience for me. Just
Yeah.
having little things beforehand and then get the new stuff in the different countries.
Yep. Yeah, that's the lesson learned when you travel. The
Yeah,
the
right.
less you bring, the more like comfortable you travel.
Exactly.
Yes, yes. It's easier to move around.
That's true.
Yeah, with smaller
But like
bags.
this way of thinking is really different from we do as a Japanese.
Mhm,
Japanese, we really, how do I say, prepared everything beforehand.
mhm.
How to say, avoid the risks,
Yeah.
avoid any errors. So that's our first like the barrier to
Mhm,
we need to break through.
mhm.
Yeah, select what we exactly need.
Any
Don't
any
bring
unique
everything.
mhm. Any unique packing list that you have that not many people think about it. Like
Mm.
you,
For me, medicine was really important to
Mm.
bring from Japan because all the ingredient, how do I say it, like the elements,
mhm,
all the stuff we use in the medicine was totally different from the foreign countries.
mm,
And I have a really sensitive um, reaction towards the medicine. So that's the maybe I think it's just for me, but it was
mhm.
really necessary things that we need to bring from Japan. Oh,
Yeah,
and also how to say, Japanese tea and
the curry, the
curry.
curry, curry,
Curry cube.
Exactly.
curry cubes.
And
Yeah.
like the how do you say, powder we
Mm,
put added on the rice. You know
mhm.
what I mean? Have you ever seen that? Like
The powder for the rice.
I experienced this one. It's like a flavoring
Yeah.
powder we
Okay.
put on the rice.
Uh-huh.
And then you just add the hot water
Yes.
on it. And it's gonna be
Oh,
kind of porridge.
We
Yeah.
call it ochazuke.
ochazuke.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's Japanese styled porridge. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
and you pour it to the rice for like flavoring.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
okay.
That's really
It's very
tasty and then
convenient.
really
Yeah.
convenient,
And
so
easy to
simple.
carry around. Yes.
Mm, cool. Yeah,
Yes.
and next one is about traveling. Just want to know your experience about traveling with travel buddy, which is you travel together. Like
Mhm.
from your experience, what's the pros and cons, and maybe any other personal experience when you travel together?
Ah,
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
yeah, like we've been traveling together for almost 11 months,
Mm-hmm.
and then we shared so many things, and then good things is we are all together. We always together. So anywhere we go, we plan beforehand and then make agreements. And then how do I say? If we eat something really, traditional and really tasty one, like
Mhm.
we immediately can share the opinion, like, wow, this is so good, this is so oishi, or something like this.
Mhm.
So always we have someone, I talk to. So that's really good things for me
Mhm. Um,
because
yeah. Yeah,
I'm really
I
talkative. So I need someone I always need to talk to. So
yeah, I think you're completing each other. Like Yuki is more like calm person. You're more like you're more like Anne is more like open person, talkative. So it's completing each other. And
right.
yeah, I want to share about also a bit of my experience with my travel buddy.
Yeah.
And we are opposite gender, so she's my female friend, and we just know for 4 months. So last time we went to Cyprus and Jordan, and
Oh,
somehow like it's 10 days of traveling together, but somehow we have some kind of differences in terms of like the way we travel, and I just know that when we travel together.
I see.
So it brings the how to say, not good vibe. when when the
Really?
when there's a moment we become like silence to each other, like because we feel
Oh.
we feel like there's something
Right,
wrong. But for you it's not the problem, yeah, because you know each other for like more than 10 years, yeah, since high school.
exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah, we
Mm-hmm.
were friends before we started traveling, so this is a little bit different things,
Mm-hmm.
but I think we're already more than friends and then almost like a family. So sometimes we don't talk each other, like when we, on the bus or on the plane or even in the room. We
Mhm.
need some like an individual time.
That's yeah, that's
Yes.
what mm, that's what I learned. Like this
And
is my
then
first time.
we always experience the same things,
Uh,
so we don't have any more things to share. You know, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So my mistake on that time, I push
Mhm.
too much question. Like I think like
Ah.
when we travel together, we always need to talk. But I
Mm, mm,
learned
mm,
Uh-huh,
mm,
uh-huh.
mm,
I must be silent at some times because she needs her time as well. So yeah, that's
Yeah, like maybe
first.
it just you didn't know the balance of the silence, the moment of silence and the moment of like a little bit active.
Mhm. Yeah,
But
she's more experienced. So I'm a
mm.
new in the way of traveling with someone. She already traveled with somebody else before, like as a travel buddy. So she
Good
told me many
experience,
times,
right?
it's good to be silent sometimes.
Yeah,
You don't need to
yeah.
talk all the time. Yeah.
So true, so true. But like after Estonia, we had the two times that we did the how do I say different.
Mm.
We go different like places.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like when we were in the South America, I really wanted to go to Brazil,
Mm-hmm.
but she didn't. So we decided
Oh.
to a little bit the separate,
Uh-huh.
and then
Yeah.
she stayed in Peru, and I
Uh-huh.
went to Brazil for like
Oh.
10 days or something, and then at the a different place we met again after that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's
I
possible,
think
yeah.
that's also a good way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like
For travel.
you know this experience the brought me how to say it like the we need to be together. We don't need to be together all the time.
Mm.
Mhm.
But we are how to say two just different individual people.
Yep.
So now we're staying, we are traveling together, but it was how to say possible option to a little bit separate and then travel differently and then meet again. So
Mhm.
after 10 months, almost 1 year, like I realized I I can do these things with her. We
Yeah.
don't need to be together all the time. It's good. I mean, like
Mm.
it doesn't mean like I don't like to be with her or something like that, but it just you know add some spice on our trip or something like this.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. I
So it was
agree.
really good
Uh,
experience. Yeah, it was good moment.
yeah. Even the twins has also sometimes difference. The
Right.
twins.
Yes,
So true.
So
exactly.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
yeah. But the important is to communicate communicate it properly. Yeah. In so it's not
True,
about I don't like
true.
you. It's just we want to go like in different way, but we will meet again in the
Mm-mm.
next place. Yeah. Mm.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Wow. Thanks for sharing. It's also give me
That's
like
really, yeah.
another insight about traveling with someone. Next time I can be a better travel buddy.
Mm,
And yeah, we go to the second topic, couch surfing. This is
yes.
this is the way we met, and many people I think do not know yet about this amazing application. And I just want to know, how do you know about this app?
I think I knew about it from YouTube, who are traveling around the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then actually, to be honest, I was really afraid of using Couchsurfing
Okay.
because we need to go to like totally stranger's place, and then it's
Yes.
sometimes men, and if it's woman, maybe it's gonna be okay, but if it's men, like, I was not sure what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was really afraid. But when I was when we were in Australia, uh,
Mm-hmm.
our friend, she she had experience of using couch surfing, and she said, "Oh, it's really good app, and you should do that." Yeah, so that's one of the reasons why we started couch surfing, and then it turned out really well.
Also told us like the little bit tips how we select the host and how we send the request message to them or something. So that was
Mm-hmm.
really helpful. So that's how she opened our way to go to the next step as like the budget traveler,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's how we could deepen our travel experience with the interacting with the local people.
How do you make sure this guy that I will stay with, it's a good guy? Like,
Ah,
We checked the reviews.
uh-huh.
Yeah, and then yeah, mostly the
like
review. Yeah.
firstly we check all the reviews, and
Mm-hmm.
then check the mostly like a woman's review,
Mm-hmm.
but then at the same time we really need to be careful for like the which how to say the host accept the woman and the man um equally, you know what I
Mm,
mean.
yep.
If he accepts only like a woman,
Yeah. That's
even
something
though
else.
women the review are really good, but we sometimes be a little bit skeptical about the men's action.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is how we care about the
Yeah.
selection of the host.
Yeah. So that's very important to see the reference. Yeah. The
Yes,
what
Yes.
people
exactly.
see.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
But then we have experienced so many couch surfings in the different countries.
Mm-hmm.
Like most of them, almost all of them were really good people. and they were so nice and amazing and full of hospitalities. So I was so amazed actually because this Couchsurfing app works really well, connecting all the people living in the different countries and travelers. So this is really good platform.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we have like some couchsurfing community.
Mm-hmm.
Later we can share about this story like for the for the community. Like it's not always, yeah, we have more good story than bad story. Of course, there's some
Yeah.
people who have bad experience, but I think more good experience that
Yeah,
that we can hear.
true.
And yeah, back to the good experience, like any memorable stories when you stay with the local host through this app.
Ah, I remember one host who live in the Calgary in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we went his house. We went to his house really late night, but he even though he had the he needed to go to work really early morning next day, but he
Mm-hmm.
prepared um, all the things before we come. Actually, like he put the as in Canada, famous one is maple syrup, right? So he
Apple.
prepared a little maple syrup like gift for
Uh-huh.
both of us, and he put it on the bed, and he even prepared the breakfast for us,
Okay.
and then that was not only for us but for every guest he accept,
Oh.
even though he was so busy man, but he did so many things, so many he showed so many hospitality for the all travelers equally.
Mm.
So that's the point I really amazed.
Wow. Yeah,
Yes.
that's the hospitality that sometimes you didn't expect and it happened. It give you
Yes.
like, wow, people
Just
can be.
wow, you know.
Oh. How about, because for me, what's the most interesting couchsurfing experience I had so far
Mhm,
is
mhm.
when they have kids, family.
Ah, yes.
It give another
Oh.
story. Like I mean, last time I was in the other city in Estonia. It's called Tartu.
Mhm. Oh,
I stay with family with three kids, three boys.
Oh.
You can imagine how noisy in
Wow.
the morning.
So big family.
Yeah, but the good thing is I feel like I have a family again. Like I feel like
Oh, right.
they're
Yeah.
bigger brothers, big brothers.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, all like
It's
older
like
brothers
you
for the
became
boys.
a
Mm.
Yeah.
wow. Yeah, right, right. Yeah, I remember one host we met in the Finland.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He also had the two girls, but at the same time he needs to take care of us. Not
Yeah.
only one,
Yeah, so we
two,
were like
both of us.
we were like daughters of for
Yeah, he treated
the
us like
host.
his his kids also like one of a member
Oh,
of their kids. So it's like, oh, we had another father in Finland.
okay. Yeah.
And in another host
Uh-huh.
family, yeah, in Finland, Rovaniemi.
Romani.
Uh,
Oh, the
yeah,
Santa Claus village, yeah.
Yes, Santa Claus
yeah, Santa
Village
Claus
is famous
village.
for, yeah.
The dad was host, and he had two daughters and one son. And
Mm-hmm.
then, yeah, especially that two daughters really tried to talk with us by
Mm-hmm.
using Google Translation. Yeah, because
Oh,
they didn't speak English. So yeah, actually they were so good at using Google Translation,
We
even
didn't
better
tell
than
us.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, they knew, like so many functions of the app, and then yeah, it was really nice experience. played in the snow, and we went to Santa Claus Village together and
Mhm.
looked around there, and yeah, it was really sweet experience.
Yeah,
Mm.
the human to human experience that
Yes, exactly.
yeah, you cannot get by staying in the fancy hotel.
Oh, never, 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 ever.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's all about couchsurfing. So uh move on to the next, I mean the last topic we for this podcast is about living abroad as a Japanese.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, how do you integrate the Japanese culture in your traveling experience?
How to say? Thank every little things,
Mm-hmm.
like because the host, they're sometimes they're just students. They have work, but they accept it. They accept our request.
Mm,
So that's really special things, and then I need to be really grateful for that. So I try to, and that's also how to say, as a Japanese, we
mm-hmm.
also say thank you, arigato, for even the little things that, because this is really,
Yeah.
you
You
know where like.
I know. I mean, I watched Terrace House many times, so I learned Japanese culture from this TV series, Terrace House,
Mhm.
maybe. So you have like almost every word for every occasion, like for
Yes.
for for greetings, like okaeri, tadaima, and
Ah, right, right.
for
Yes,
Oh,
for
yes.
after eating, you say gochizo sama
But
desu.
honest,
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
It's like very unique Japanese culture, and I remember when we first met, when you came to my place,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I can feel like the way you came is quite warming than other of my couchsurfing guests in terms of like the the vibe you bring, like the first time we do handshake and then introduce yourself, introduce myself. It's different. That's why like I think
oh,
I feel more like Japanese now when I don't know, like that's why I always want to go to back to Japan because it feels like I feel a lot of connection with the Japanese culture.
I'm
ah.
so glad to hear that.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, this is, yeah, one thing that I really um put the my importanceness meeting with the new people,
Mm-hmm.
because it's not the usual things. It's really rare and then special that they accept us as like just foreigners for them
Yeah.
into their life.
And I also learned through the way like not all Japanese people watch anime.
Ah.
No, not everyone.
Yeah.
Many of
But
us, but
Good
not
learning for
everyone.
you.
yeah, but people always think every Japanese like anime, but no, not
Oh,
everyone.
but the number of people who are watching anime is increasing, I think,
Uh-huh.
compared to the past. But still, yeah, not everyone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
funny.
I remember you also did something called workaway, like for volunteering
Yes.
abroad.
Yes.
Uh, maybe you can share like how is the experience with workaway and what do you do?
The content of the job is much different depending on the houses.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's gardening, like cutting trees or pulling out grasses or collecting old leaves or something like that. And sometimes we cook like
Oh.
Japanese food or yeah, Western food as well. And sometimes it's about carrying pets
Uh-huh.
like cats or dogs and yeah, that kind of things.
And Workaway itself is the platform it's quite same as Couchsurfing, but the difference is we work hard for the host, and instead of that, we can they offer the free accommodations and the meals. So this is another type of exchange, the culture or exchange program,
Mm-hmm.
another platform. But
Okay.
yeah, it's
Okay,
really
but
also
for
good opportunity to interact with the local people, and
mm-hmm.
then at the same time, we can help them.
And then
Okay.
it tends to be long period
Uh-huh.
because like they mostly request us to stay at their houses for 1 or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, even longer. Yeah, so
Okay.
it'd be good for us to, build a connection and relationship with them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it's more like for like long-term staying, yeah.
Yes, long
Uh,
term
two,
stay.
two, 2 to 3 weeks. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is one of question that I got from the YouTube video I saw about world traveling. How do you cope with loneliness when you travel?
Oh,
But
loneliness.
yeah,
Actually,
yeah,
I
I don't
feel
know.
loneliness
Is it happen to both of you?
all the time.
Or
Loneliness.
not loneliness and homesick? Because I
Ah,
believe
homesick.
you miss Japan so much. I
Yes,
believe
yes,
you.
I miss Japan. Yes, 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 yes.
Uh,
Oh, I sometimes just keep watching the cooking videos of Japanese
cooking
food
video.
on
Okay.
Instagram. That's how I cope with homesick. Because I
Okay.
mostly miss Japanese food.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's good to meet new people in new place,
Mhm.
but I know. I mean, I have the experience when especially the last time when we travel into Cyprus in Jordan, me and my travel buddy.
Mhm.
I feel the loneliness when I feel my travel buddy cannot be like cannot be present for me. So I rely my feeling to her, feeling of like I'm traveling, so I must be happy, but sometimes I feel lonely as well. Even I have a travel buddy,
Mhm.
and I don't know from yours, so your experience, any kind of this happen?
Oh.
I think okay, it's very deep question.
Deep.
uh,
For me, like the first several months was totally okay because um just it was just beginning, and then we had so many things to think of, and then we we needed to think of like so many plans,
mm,
go to go another almost 8 months or something. But then during our travel, luckily we could met the so many friends from Japan. I mean, we
mm-hmm,
traveled together in the different country. I mean, like in America, we met another three Japanese our friend, and then
mm-hmm,
in South America, we traveled almost 1 month with another Japanese friend.
mm-hmm.
So that's how like we could catch up about the what's going on now in Japan, or how's another friends going, or even just talked with them was really relieved my loneliness or a little bit homesick.
Mm-hmm.
They took that my emotional wave by talking and laughing together.
Yeah.
So we could have some of those kind of opportunities. So it was good moment.
Oh, that's a good point. I mean, to meet fellow Japanese living abroad, spending time with them,
Yes,
and and yes, sometimes talking in your own language is giving the feeling of homesick disappears for some way. Yeah, so that's true. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I forget to do.
No, you can do that.
Yeah,
Or you
last
can
time
talk.
I
Yeah, you can
I'm
talk with friends or families in Indonesia. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's one of way to avoid
yeah,
loneliness. Yeah.
I'm focusing too much with the feeling and forget that there's always coping mechanism for that too, to
Mhm.
talk with someone you're familiar with, and yeah,
Mhm.
like fellow people from your country. That's good
Mhm.
point.
Right.
And yeah, we came to the last topics, last question actually, last discussion
Mhm.
about how this you almost done, right? Like next month you will go back,
Yeah.
and what did you learn from this past 1 year from this traveling, and uh, how did your how did it change your perspective about, I don't know, about many things in life?
Uh, Before I started this traveling, I had so many stereotype about
Mm-hmm,
the foreign people. For example, Americans, they don't care about the detail, or like German, they are really how do I say? It's like a Japanese people. They're so majime. How do I
Hard
say?
worker.
Hard worker, or Aussie people. They don't
uh-huh,
care about the time or relaxing all the time. But then, like if once we met local people in a different country, people are just people. They don't have much stereotype that I used to imagine. So
mm-hmm,
it was really how to say. I thought it's really important to talk, just talk, and then accept what they say, and then just respond the honest reaction, and then that's
mm-hmm,
how we build a relationship. And it doesn't matter which country they're from, or what kind of stereotype they have or something like that. We can be friend by just talking without any like yeah, stereotype.
mm-hmm.
So that was really good to learn, good learning for me. So I learned how to start conversation with them
Mm,
without any, just you know
yeah.
white background, just basic, so we can start conversation, and then we can become the friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
uh, yeah, let me try to understand. Like
Yes.
sometimes
Sorry, I
we
just have my
we
opinion.
we try when we heard from other people about stereotyping of this country,
Mm.
uh, and that sometimes make us afraid
Mhm.
to like to communicate with them even before we know them, because
Mhm.
people said, oh, the German people like this, the US people like this, Australian people
Japanese
like
people
this,
like this.
Japanese people like this. So, and yeah, I mean, traveling made I mean, personally, I also like have a lot of changes through my life through traveling as well, because
Mhm.
people is not like what people said.
Yes.
And yeah, like I live in Estonia for 5 years now,
Yeah.
and yeah, many people say Estonian people is so cold.
Oh, really?
They're not very friendly. Um, I mean, after 5 years,
Mhm.
this is true and false in the same time.
Okay.
True because you didn't know them. I didn't know them at the beginning. Yeah, they are, I mean, Estonian people is very slow in friendship. They need time
Uh,
to be open to us, especially foreigner.
mhm.
So until like I know how to be friend with Estonian, it's like, oh, they are so warm when we know each other. And most of them, not all, but most of them are very
Oh,
friendly when we know each other.
I see.
Yeah. How about Yuki? Any other perspective about traveling for the past 1 year?
Well, yeah, like about working culture,
Mm-hmm.
like when I was in Japan, I worked a lot, like until midnight sometimes. And then,
Okay.
yeah, I thought it's the only way to work in Japan. Like everyone has to work for a long time and they have to, how can I say, sacrifice their lives by
Mm,
work. And then the work is more important than their lives. It's kind of stereotypes of Japanese working culture.
uh-huh.
Yeah, and then after quitting my job and um, going to traveling around the world, like I met so many people who are working more freely. Like they they take a value on their lives more than working, and then they work of course, but they work less, and then they take long vacation for traveling or for their job, for their hobbies,
Mm-hmm.
and then yeah, like they prioritized their like important things like family or friends. So yeah, that made me realize, or maybe I can live in another way in Japan. Maybe I can find like more balanced life for
Mm-hmm.
working and living. Yeah. Yeah, that's I think one of big things I realized when
That's
like
true.
after I go yeah after I started traveling.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Mm-mm-mm.
Let me also summarize if I understand.
Mm-hmm,
uh,
mm-hmm. Sure.
like it's like you find a way, like many people making money through many different ways, not only
Mm-hmm,
working for corporates
mm-hmm.
or big company. They can make money by traveling sometimes. Like I saw a lot of
Mm-hmm.
travel blogger
Yes.
really live themselves through making a blog, making the journal, make the story about their
Mm-hmm.
travel, and also making a guide, like become a guide for others. And wow, that's also amazed me. Like wow, we can live this kind of way as well. Like
Yes,
uh,
yes.
so many different options
Mm.
to live.
Mm,
Wow.
mm, 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 mm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, especially uh when we still healthy, yeah. Like that's because I remember I met a like old like a guy in his 50 or 60s years old.
Mhm.
Uh, I met him through the pilgrimage in Spain, the walking pilgrimage I said before, Camino.
Ah, Camino.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, and he's from Hong Kong.
Mm-hmm.
And he said like, I wish when I was in your age, which is in my age, like early 30s, I can do this because on that time he regret he was too busy with the corporate job with with
Right.
like, and also
Right.
uh on
It's
that time like 30 years ago, maybe the airlines is not as much as now, as
right.
cheaper as now, the airline
Mm-hmm.
flight. So sometimes that's what we took for granted.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
the,
Yeah, that's
the
true. Mm-mm-mm.
yeah, the privilege of, and that's what I like when I travel. I'm not only meet young people. but also meet this kind of people who can give like wisdom,
Yes.
the
Mm.
the older generation.
Right, right.
Okay, I think that's all about the world traveler,
Wow,
Yuki
that
and
was
Anne.
really interesting conversation,
Yeah, that
right?
was precious experience. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
And one last thing. This is
Yeah.
my new things in my podcast. Like I want you as my guest to send a message to yourself in the next 1 year.
Mm-mm-mm. That's true, that's true. Let me start.
In 2025, right?
Yeah, 2025 in
Okay, okay.
maybe April,
2
in
years
April
later.
because
No,
I
1 year.
will
1 year later. Yeah, yeah.
1 year later.
okay.
Maybe Yuki and future Yuki and in 2025. Yes, last year you did really really good great things like traveling around the world, and you did it for 1 year with another Yuki. So maybe now you're suffering with the studying, because if my vision is right, you are now studying in a master degree. So,
Mhm.
but you can do it because you have done really, good things, and then you have so many friends around the world. So if you have any problem, you can just text to them and then ask for any help. Now I'm trying to make a good relationship with them. So no worry, Yuki, future Yuki. Now I'm doing good. So see you there.
Ooh, lovely.
Ah,
Yeah. And Yuki Matsu.
okay,
Yukimatsu.
okay. Hello, how are you? Future myself. Okay, I'm ending my travel now. I'm not sure what you're doing now, but yeah, hopefully you are working maybe, and then you might be struggling with work or family relationship. I don't know, but never give up. And then if you have troubles, um, just remember what you did last year in 2023 and 4, and then yeah, for now I want to travel around the world again in future after working harder come true. Yeah, make the dream come true, have big dreams, and yes, stay healthy, stay energetic, stay active. Good luck. Okay, that's the end.
Subarasi.
ありがとうございます。Thank you.
Wow, that's so deep. Yeah.
ありがとうございます。あ
Thank
りがとう
you.
ございます。
That's all for this episode. Yuki An and Yuki Matsu Sita from Japan. uh, thank you for listening. And I will
Thank
stop.
you. Thank you so